Hey guys, welcome back to another week with the OXFamily. We're going to start you out this week on the 15th of March.
Good job, babe. You did it right.
I have it
so
locked in
proud
here. But we started out Monday and we were in La Ventana, which for those of you that don't know means the window, which I'm not sure of the translation because it's very windy. And window, I'm not sure like how that...
Maybe it's like a window of wind.
Yeah, like you open the window and the wind comes in. And Monday, what did we do?
I feel like he always says this. This day, what do we do? He like tries.
If you haven't figured it out yet, she has the memory and I don't.
So on Monday, Jason, I think you were just editing.
Remember for the weekend wrap up? Must have been.
Yeah, he was trying to upload the video. We didn't have very good cell service at El Sargento's. Or Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi wasn't that good at El Sargento's. And so he was trying to upload a video and finish editing it. And I took the kids down to the beach. We did some schoolwork. And yeah, just kind of had a mellow day. We decided to go into town that afternoon to try and get better Wi-Fi. Which was actually worse Wi-Fi than what we had at the campground. And so...
Mama Ox went in to grab some tacos at Baja Bites, which we've heard good things about the food.
And it smelled amazing in there. I was so excited because I really wanted these shrimp tacos because I was like, oh my gosh, they look and smell amazing.
That's kind of your go-to is shrimp tacos since we've been down here. I haven't really ever seen you even eat a shrimp taco before until we got down here. And then you're like all about it.
I eat shrimp all the time.
Shrimp? You do? No, you don't. I'm not the biggest seafood fan. In fact, I hated seafood until I got a little older. And I didn't even eat sushi until we met.
He's Japanese.
Yeah.
He never ate sushi.
It's like a sacrilege, I think, to my race, but that's okay. And so, yeah.
Yeah, so tacos. I went into, what was it, Baja Beans?
Baja Bites.
Or Baja Bites to get shrimp tacos, and I just think the lady didn't want to serve me the tacos because they ran out of the camarón, which is shrimp, and pescado, which is fish, and so they had some other fish on there. So I was like, okay, I'll get, a couple of those tacos. And she was like, okay, it's gonna take like 20 minutes to get you your tacos. And I'm like, okay, that's okay. We were waiting to upload something, and she was like, well, we have a lot of people in front of you. And I was like, okay, I just felt like she didn't want to serve me. So I said, okay, never mind. I do want to go back there at some point, even though I had a poor customer experience.
She's a forgive and forget kind of person. If somebody burns me, I'm like, nope, writing you off. That's it. Not going back. But and so we tried to upload a video and realized, oh, this isn't going to happen. And so then we drove all the way back to the campground, and I set the computer up there, and then went back to town and got you your tacos.
Yeah.
And then came back, and we were watching movies and stuff in the trailer. And there's a restaurant right at the base, like we're kind of right at the beach of the campground. And I went and got turquesa tacos, which I think was shrimp. And it was really good. It was like cheese melted in the taco with shrimp. It was delicious. So if you're ever in El Sargento campground, the tacos on the beach are pretty good.
Tuesday morning we woke up and we had planned to drive down to Cabo Plomo, which I think was about 2 hours away. And we hit the road bright and early and got down to Cabo Plomo. We kind of pulled off just right on the first beach trail that we found once we got into Cabo Plomo and camped directly on the beach. There's only one other RV super far down the way.
And Cabo Plomo is a national park.
By the time we actually got there on Tuesday, you get set up. It's like Tuesday late afternoon. You start dinner, and then you're exhausted. I don't know why, from packing up and unpacking. And so our drive days are we go to bed pretty early, I feel like. Yeah,
the life on the road, I know it looks fabulous, but it's a taxing lifestyle. Yeah, so we played Frisbee, hung out. It was kind of a cool vibe that night, I felt like. I actually busted out the good camera, which I'm telling you, happens on every trip. Towards the end of the trip, I just start fading when it comes to filming. And that night I was actually like, oh, this is a cool vibe. So I pulled the camera out and got some cool shots. And woke up the next morning, and then that was my editing day, I believe.
Yeah, we just hung out on the beach. It was pretty relaxing. The waves were huge, and so the kids played a little bit in the waves. But I did school on the beach with Marley. We were learning how to add and subtract, and she did it with shells, which was pretty fun.
Yeah, we get quite a few questions about how we homeschool on the road. And Marley's kindergarten age, Jackson's, he wouldn't even be in school yet. You know, we try to find creative ways to kind of incorporate what we have around and learn. You know, we're learning Spanish, not very good at it yet, but Marley's like picking it up.
She
pretty
corrects
good.
him. She's like, Dad, you should have said gracias instead of thank you. And
yeah, it's cool to.
It's just funny how she's picking up on different words, I feel like.
Yeah.
I decided to do a workout on the beach, and I got Jason's phone and I was running up and down the beach, and by the end of the night, I looked at my phone and I was like, oh my gosh, I ran 4 miles today on the beach. But Tuesday morning we woke up and Jason heard our phones going off, and so... Yeah,
so we got a message from my dad, and my grandma, who lives in Hawaii, is 90, well, she just turned 97 a couple days ago. And she wasn't doing too well. She woke up and she was having some issues speaking and stuff, and so they thought she might have had a stroke. And she's got a little bit of dementia, and she's getting older, but she's kind of like, she's the joy of the family, I feel like. She's always got a smile on her face, always happy to see you. She's, you know, in direct contrast to my my grandfather, rest in peace. He was the quiet, subdued, mysterious grandparent. My grandma was always the one hanging out with us and telling stories and all that stuff. And so it hit me pretty hard, if I'm being honest, because it was pretty upsetting to me, I feel like. And so we made the hard decision that we're going to start heading home. We just got to the point where, you know, the travel gods were saying, go home, I guess. You know, the kids were starting to get to the point where they were asking to go home. They wanted to see their friends and play with their toys. We are also purchasing investment property, part of how we're trying to produce some residual income and stay on the road. And so that was all happening. And there's just a lot of things that were, you know, pulling us home. And so we made the decision then that we're going to start making the trek home.
On Thursday morning, after we got all those text messages, we packed up and headed back to Todos Santos, because we still had a package that was supposedly coming on Friday, and that was the most important package because it had all of our mail from the past 6 months in there. And so we were like crossing our fingers, praying that it would come. And our friends Christina and Andrew, they were still at Casa Caravan leaving that day. Thursday night, actually, the kids were super hungry, and Jason was kind of at his wit's end. He was like, I need some space. And so I said, okay, I'm going to go get them pizza.
And Napoli's was probably, by a small margin, the best pizza in the Cerritos, Todos Santos area. And then there's another place pretty close to Casa Caravan called Sanchez Pizza. And yeah, both pretty good pizza, honestly. But yeah, so if you're ever in that area, Napoli's and Sanchez are the pizza places to go to.
As soon as we got into town to Todos Santos, though, Jason really wanted a burger. And what's the burger place
you went to? Oh, yeah, the Burger Shack. Yeah, as soon as I was like, I could taste it. I was like, I really want a burger. So as soon as we pulled into town, I went to Burger Shack, which we've talked about before. So burgers, Burger Shack, pizza, Sanchez or Napoli's, and then breakfast.
I went to Barracuda's as soon as we got into town to get my shrimp tacos. Grilled shrimp tacos from Barracuda's for avocado toast and breakfast in that area. Same but different.
And then what was the other breakfast place?
Palmar.
Yeah, Palmar. So those are kind of the two breakfast places.
Yeah, that wrapped up Thursday.
I don't remember what we did Friday, because I mean that was video release day, so we uploaded or released the video.
Friday afternoon, though, we decided to go into Todos Santos to see if our package arrived. And I had said that morning, I said, you know, it's coming, it's gonna be there. And so Jason's like, fat chance, like, who knows, it's probably not gonna be there, but let's go check. Yeah. So, Anyways, I went into the little shop where the package was going to be, and she had our package. I was so thankful. I was so happy, so relieved. I felt like we could kind of move on. We still have a couple other packages in Todos Santos supposedly coming.
And big thanks to Wanderlust Overland, who sent the packages off for us. They're also good friends of ours, and so they sent us the package with our mail in it and a care package. So everybody got sweatshirts. They sent some truck parts and stuff for upgrades for the truck. And yeah, so thank you. If you're ever in the Portland area and you need anything done to your four-wheel drive truck or any outdoor outfitting kind of stuff, go check out Wanderlust Overland. They're great people. We adore them.
Yeah, then, so after we got our package, we had told George and Courtney we would meet them on the beach for sunset. So we got some carnitas at
Machin
Carnitas, and we headed off to the beach.
Yeah.
Saturday, I woke up and I had a craving for same but different avocado toast. And so I asked Courtney, I said, hey, do you want to go up to same with me? And so her and I walked up to same to get brunch. And that afternoon, we just kind of did things like we put the laundry away. I went through all of our mail, tried to get that stuff organized. I think Jason was still doing some editing. And then that evening,
had a little campfire. It's kind of a see you later campfire with Courtney and George and Georgia and Susan.
All the Portland peeps. We were around the campfire, kind of reminiscing about the time we had in Baja.
Talking smack about Portland and all the chaos that's been going on over there. So that wrapped up Saturday. And then last but not least, Sunday.
We woke up early and we packed up. We had a long drive ahead of us. So we went from Todos Santos to Bahia Concepcion, which was about 7.5 hours. So yeah, it was a drive day.
And then we took the long, 9 hours?
I just said 7.5.
Oh, 7.5 hour drive to Bahia Concepcion, which is our favorite spot in all of Baja. It's a pretty big bay that cuts inland, and there's campgrounds all along the side. We stayed at one place, Playa Sanduspac, which is amazing, but it's it's probably the most popular beach, so it's a little more crowded. But vendors come every day. You get breakfast and lunch and whatever you need. And so we decided, we saw some cool beaches on the way out, and so we decided to stop at one because we were
I think it's El Requisition. No, that's what somebody just posted.
Requion? I think it's Requion.
El Requion. So yeah.
So it's a pretty cool campground, a little windy, but pretty rad. And that wraps up a week with the OXFam. Don't forget, links below, discount codes for you guys for all the cool stuff and that we use. And we just hit 40. Well, actually, we're at 41,000 now on Instagram. And we're doing a giveaway with Last US Bag. Go check out our Instagram. All the rules are down there. We're giving away a Oscar's Mobile Hideout, which is a pretty rad kind of Swiss Army knife bag that goes on the exterior. We keep all the stuff that we don't want dirty on the inside in that bag. And so we'll be giving that away next week live with Last US Bag, so be looking for that. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button, and share. And can't wait to see you guys next week on A Week with the OXFam. Tricked you. I said family, you said fam.
Family. Same diffs. Same but different.